Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm Debbie, and I've been eyeing these rose centerpieces for quite some time now, but I'm not about to spend $337 on them, or really $400 plus tax and shipping and all that good stuff. So today's DIY project, we're going to dupe this rose centerpiece for a fraction of the cost, and I bet I can do it without it looking cheap. So without further ado, let's get into the video. First thing I'll need is something to put the roses in, and I found this pot laying around that I think would be perfect for this project. I'm using this styrofoam piece that was from leftover packaging, and I want to cut a few pieces out of this that will fit inside the pot. So I'm flipping the pot upside down and tracing its opening. Cutting the styrofoam was pretty messy, so I did this off camera. I used a box cutter to cut along my pencil marks, and I got 3 foam circles. You can see the circles aren't perfect, and that's okay because they don't have to be, and you'll see why in a second. So with these styrofoam pieces, I want to start them at the rim of the pot. But rather than filling the entire pot with layers of styrofoam, I'm going to just use a toilet paper roll. I'm putting hot glue on one end of the toilet paper roll and setting it in the pot first, and then I'm pressing the foam piece on top of it like so. I did it this way so the toilet paper roll will sit exactly where it needs to be on the foam piece. But fair warning, be careful not to burn yourself like I did if you do it this way. What I should have done was probably put hot glue on the foam piece and then put the foam piece on top of the toilet paper roll. But you live and you learn. Okay, so now that we've got the first foam piece on, we're just going to hot glue the other 2 on top of it like so. Once that's done, it's time to work on the roses. I picked up these white rose bouquets from the Dollar Tree, and all I'm doing is gently pulling off the roses, and they should come off pretty easily. Then we're going to apply some hot glue to the end of a toothpick and stick it into the end of the rose like so. And we're going to do this for all of the roses. I ended up needing 4 bouquets of roses. That's 48 roses total. The number of roses you'll need will depend on the size of your pot and how high you want to make your centerpiece. So once we have a toothpick in all of them, we're going to start sticking them into the styrofoam starting at the bottom. I'm starting as low as they'll go and sticking each rose right next to the first. You do want your roses to be close together so that your centerpiece looks full and no styrofoam or toothpick is showing. On the second row, the first rose will be placed between 2 roses of the row below it, and this will help hide the styrofoam behind it. As I'm sticking in the roses, I'm also angling them up just slightly to get the bouquet shape I'm looking for. When sticking the roses into the styrofoam, it helps to hold onto the toothpick itself, or the green portion at the base of the rose. Both these areas are a lot more rigid than the petals, and so will give you more control on how you want to place your rose in the styrofoam. Another easy way is to place your finger through the petals at the center of the rose and push on the toothpick that way. Just be careful not to get poked. Also, I would make sure to avoid pressing on the petals themselves in case they get creased or damaged in any way. This centerpiece is starting to take shape and it's looking really nice, you guys. As I'm assembling the centerpiece, I'm also adjusting each rose as I go, making sure the petals aren't sticking out weirdly and that there is a cohesive look with every rose I'm adding in. Last rose at the top here, and the finished product looks like this. You guys, it actually looks super nice. I actually really love how this turned out. I like how the white roses aren't stark white, which would have made it look really fake, and I also like how the pot I chose gave it some height. I can definitely see this on my bedroom dresser or my dining table or even on my bathroom counter. This is definitely one of those DIYs that I'll be using throughout the years. So what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments. Do you think this was a successful dupe? If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss more of videos just like this. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.